Oh my God. Okay. Hi. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, let's run through all that again. Is that a mashup of that one song? Yes. Somebody I used to know. I don't remember the name of the original artist, but that's Dochi rapping over that song, and it's just fucking fire. Also, how you been, Inky? Really good. So healing process up and down. You know how it is, but it's been really good recently, and I finished writing the book. So, uh, final count, there's over 113 poems in that bitch, and I'm in the process of just like editing them visually, which is like a huge fucking endeavor, but I love it. It's just ah! Like I really like my book. But Stylish Fail and a few of my friends are helping me like proofread it, and like give me feedback on stuff, and like that's exciting. It's also like so much work to go through the poem, so like eternally grateful. Hello. Hopefully our laptop stays stable and we'll be able to stay in stream. Hell yeah, welcome y'all and Vamps. How you doing? That's happened to me so often. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Hell yeah, you got through those poems so fucking quickly. What the fuck? Yeah, I know, it's kind of crazy. I'm a very prolific writer, apparently. I did not see that coming. Because, like, I started writing poetry for emotional processing and just started sharing it because vibes. And then I started getting all these really cool comments of like resonance and yeah, and like, yeah. So the idea behind the book, which my bestie said is a really good idea, is that like I want a collection of my own poetry that I can refer back to because I like to read through my own poetry when I'm like feeling certain very intense feelings, mostly as a way to be like, okay, I was deep in that feeling and that ended. So like that's evidence that I can move past that. Um but I don't know, I have like this hope that it can make other people of a similar flavor of insanity feel a little bit less alone. So, yeah, here's hoping that's what happens. And if not, I get a kick-ass book out of it. That's great progress. Proofreading is good. Yes, yes, it is. I'm okay. A little frustrated with tech between our laptop being crashy and breaking our phone this morning, but it's nice to front again. Ooh, yeah, that's rough. Plus, like, I feel like a lot of our lives nowadays are so phone dependent, like for communication, work, just all kinds of things. So being without a phone is very stressful. I hope you can resolve that soon. And I hope your laptop stops being crashy. Ooh, a book for specific vibes. That's fantastic. Yeah. Okay, so like it's a little wild, it's a little extra. Like sometimes I feel like my book might get a little bit too dark in parts, but my artistic friends have been putting my mind at ease in the sense that like if you're going to be exploring heavy topics and heavy emotions, like literature is the place to do that. And historically, that's where like the most I don't know, like the darkest parts of humanity are expressed. So, yeah, I think it'll fit right into that crowd of books, anthropomorphizing books. Normal things. We are not insane here, I promise. That sounds so rough. Please take care of yourselves. Yes, I second the sentiment. Absolutely. What advice do you have for someone also wanting to write a book of poetry? Ooh, okay. Well, I am a self-prescribed amateur. I'm a pretty unserious poet. I only started writing poetry in November of last year, 2024, but I can definitely speak from my experience so far. So I think that you should have like a specific goal as to what the book does functionally for you. Because I think that the process of sharing your art is inherently a very vulnerable one. But if you feel secure in like I like what I'm making, then it makes it a lot easier to make decisions of like how to write the poetry, formatting things, visual things, where you want to share it. Something I also like to tell myself is that like writing without a specific purpose is like a good thing because I don't have to share anything specifically, and sometimes I share things and then go like actually no, I want to delete that post and share it again later, or I'll just have like a stockpile of stuff that I share at specific like different times when it feels right. So yeah, basically to summarize that info dump, embrace the fluidity of it and always be kind with yourself. Like be gentle because it is an inherently emotional process to write, and then it's a different emotional process to share. So, yeah. My mantra for any type of content creation is I am just one more bitch on the internet. Like my feelings are not that important to anybody else compared to how important they are to me. And it's not going to be the end of the world if I like share something that's a little bit intense. So, yeah. Phone is in for repairs, and new computer is ordered, and current estimated arrival is Monday. Hell yeah, fingers crossed for Monday. Yeah, we're very worried that we'd be without money until we could go to bank because it's all in the account we don't use often enough to have the PIN memorized. In that sense, I do have a recommendation. I'll put it in the chat. So I have a friend that is very into tech, and he's kind of been coaching me on how to get my information together and in order. And one thing I've started using is called Bitwarden. It's really good for like password management and stuff. You basically have like one master password, and that gives you access to like all your other passwords, and you can even save like like cards and stuff like that. So yeah, my brain feels a lot more relaxed knowing that all my information is safe in that one location. So, and it's got like options to recover that data if you lose it. You can like print stuff out for that. So yeah, it's very handy. I'm trying. I did some poetry, had a glass of wine with dinner, self-care stuff. Fuck yeah. Self-care is hard. Like I don't know how y'all's experience has been, but I've had a lot of things in my life that sent the message of like, like self-care is a waste of time. Self-care is not okay. And that's total bullshit. So any victory against that type of conditioning is like mega and like worth celebrating. Poetry is meant to elicit emotions. It's a safe way to explore difficult and heavy emotions in a way that can feel cathartic. Yes. I've just realized that my protagonist, Haved, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, it's been a second since I read your story, homie, is an allegory for my own de radicalization and escaping the cult. Oh my god, that's so cool. It adds like another level of depth to that character. Um, fuck yeah. Okay, let's switch to something a little bit more instrumental. Oh my god, my vocal stems have been getting more out of hand on stream, but I'm kind of here for it because it means I'm comfortable. Yes. Anyone who says self-care is bullshit is someone who needs the most goddamn self-care, right? Yeah, it does kind of hit like projection. Like, oh, I'm not doing that thing that I should totally be doing, so you can't do it either. Like, whatever. Go have a Kit Kat, like literally. Okay, let me finish editing this submission. And by editing, I mean just formatting it in Google Docs, the same way it was formatted in the Discord. And we shall begin. Oh, this one's bold, not italic. Is it italic? Like I or italic? I was getting a little bit confused by that. Do, 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 do. Okay. Wonderful. It's probably not gonna show up, but that's fine. It's been a minute since I went live. Hi. Okay, so Chrome, stream submissions, and then we'll just full screen this and move the chat over. Self-care is wild important, actually. Very rude, really, how much care brains and bodies need. Oh, absolutely. Like, I'll often be just like consuming nourishment, like food, and then I'll just be like, wow, it's just kind of like annoying, like how consistently I have to do this. Like, why can't my digestive system be like a little bit less annoying? Hang on, I'm just trying to get my stream chat in the right place. Why can't I move OBS? OBS, why are you not cooperating? Don't be like that, homie. Okay, there we go. Let's begin. So, first submission from Sir D. Captain's Log. February 20th, 1713. Amidst the tide, beyond the nearest shore, we sail with hope to find a new domain. Beneath the storm, we cross the last known door. Before the sea, where all crews go insane. March 7th, 1713. Today my men exult in joyful cheers, as we have found a crewless ship with gold. And yet this twist of fate ignites my fears, for greed is something men will not withhold. It's giving like pirates searching for treasure. March 13th, 1713. How cautionary were the captain's words! The sailors stabbed their backs to get more rich. The line within the human conscious girds. We perish every day with fever pitch. Mutiny, like epic, intensifies. March 27th, 1713. Alone I lie with treasures through the sea. If someone ever reads this, come for me. To Esperanzada. Esperanzada? Again, me and the pronunciation, homies. Okay, I like that. I really like stories. Stories told through poetry. Like it's one of my favorite things. Just in general, I really like short stories, storytelling as an art form and a way to connect with other people. You know, the whole like telling stories around a campfire vibe. I think that's actually my favorite thing maybe ever. So, yeah. And I like that with just see if I can remember the right term for this. Four stanzas, like we can tell like such a long story. Okay, let's read it one more time. And this time it'll like actually sink in. February 20th, 1713. Amidst the tide beyond the nearest shore, we sail with hope to find a new domain. Beneath the storm we cross the last known door, before the sea where all crews go insane. Okay, so like we're getting some lore here. I wonder what like if the last known door is a metaphor for something specific, like if there's like a last known door in C that's like a known thing. That's the point where like I wish I knew a little bit more about like technical analysis, you know, Ginny's domain. Because yeah, I feel like a lot of the references go over my head, which is why I love when the authors are like in the chat. Um, but yeah, I like it. Maybe it's a metaphor for like the last door we go through in this life. It's giving spirit fair, you know, like the gate that the souls pass through. Before the sea where all crews go insane. Bermuda Triangle, maybe? March 7th, 1713. Today my men exult in joyful cheers, as we have found a crewless ship with gold, and yet this twist of fate ignites my fears, for greed is something men will not withhold. Ooh, this is very, a bunch of pirates double crossed each other and now no one's won. Yeah, exactly. And I like this whole like they're finding a ship that's like full of gold but has no crew. It makes me think of, well, it seems to me like it's symbolizing the loss of self, the loss of community, like the loss of humanity because there's no people left in the pursuit of riches, you know, greed, gold. Davy Jones' locker. Lockers have doors. Ooh, what is Davy Jones's locker specific? Like, I mostly know it from like Pirates of the Caribbean, which I assume was just like what people called the sea when it's lethal. But is it an actual place? Is it like the brig of the ship? Doors are portals, so last known port. Oh, but also, yeah, last port of call is often a metaphor for the afterlife. Oh my god, I actually got it right. Let's fucking go. March 13th, 1713. How cautionary were the captain's words! The sailors stabbed their backs to get more rich. The line within the human conscious girds. We perish every day with fever pitch. Ooh, I really like that last line. We perish every day with fever pitch. Because, like, fever pitch, like, literally fever, like, things reaching a boiling point, like heat and all of that. Um, but also things reaching a fever pitch, it just like generally uses like a critical point, I think. What is a GERD? Human conscious GERDs. Let me look up the definition to that. Encircle with a belt or a band. Prepare oneself for something difficult or challenging. I imagine it's the second one. The line within the human conscious goods. Okay. Hell yeah. Davy Jones. I keep slipping into the accent. Davy Jones' locker is basically a metaphor for the oceanic abyss. Unfathomable depths, you know? Yeah. Where the Kraken looks. It's kind of crazy that the Kraken is actually feasible. Like, I heard a scientist talking about this thing or like, gravity. The force of gravity keeps land dwellers at a certain size. Like dinosaurs were fucking big, but they couldn't get any bigger because of the force of gravity. No such limitations exist in the ocean, so things can get limitlessly big, which is kind of scary when we think about the fact that we've only explored like 20% of the ocean. So, you know, olden times, lots of people were sailing and they were like, "Oh, there's monsters in the sea." Like they could have been telling the truth, or the monsters could have been a metaphor for the internal human emotional experience, which I think is true for a lot of mythology, which is kind of cool because like can you imagine a poet like coming up with like a banger edgy goth poem to just describe depression, and then people are like, "Oh, you literally mean like a monster," and he's like, "No, but run with it, I guess." Like maybe that's where a lot of monster stories come from. March 27th, 1713. Alone I lie with treasures through the sea. If someone ever reads this, come for me. Why does that sound kind of like yeah, it's ominous, but like it kind of sounds like both a plea for help, but also like I want to drag you down with me. Yeah, something like that. Oh yeah, absolutely. There's theoretically no limit to how large things can get in the ocean. The Kraken was probably a colossal squid. Yep. Also, squids are kind of scary, but they're so cool at the same time. But the discovered 20% of the ocean thing is just by humans. The ocean otherwise is pretty well explored. I mean, you mean by like sea creatures? Because like yeah, like they're fucking everywhere. Oh, did anybody else see the thing with like the devilfish? What's the actual term for a devil? The anglerfish, the one that swam to the surface. I've been seeing like a lot of TikToks about that, and I've probably talked about this before because it's been happening for a while. But like, yeah, I'm definitely in the part of the artistic population that just fucking cried watching some of the artistic representation. I kind of want a little like anglerfish figurine for my room with like lights. Buoyancy helps overcome some size restrictions, but you still need more and more energy in as you grow. So at some point, the food availability isn't there for the depths. We might have missed something. Oh, okay. Plus, like monsters are a good explanation for why ships disappear, plus squids, whales, etc. sightings. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Like that's a really good point that like there's only so much food in the ocean. Um, can you imagine if there's been like if there's like monsters deep, deep, deep in the ocean and modern like overfishing stuff has depleted the resources in the ocean to the point that some monsters have like perished and we like never even heard about it. Like maybe many, many years from now we'll discover like these ancient cadavers of like giant beasties, tenebrous beasties, and it'll be like, I don't know, sad and kind of epic. No, by machines. Sonar and drones do a lot of exploring. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I wonder what the actual percentage is of like the ocean that has been discovered. Because like I know that there's places like the Marianas Trench or Mariana Trench, I'm not sure. That has been I think I saw a documentary that said like 11% explored. That was a while ago though, but I know that there's a certain problem with like pressure crushing the devices after a certain amount of time. Well, thank you for the submission, Sardi. I hope you enjoy the VOD. Hello from the VOD. I'm gonna read mine next. Because I wrote something kind of gay. And I want to share it with y'all. Okay, let me just find, where is it? Did I put this in lore? I think I put this in lore. I did. Wait, why is it not? There we go. Okay. Okay, so I'm excited to share it. I'm also a little shy. You could throw Mount Everest into the Mariana Trench and still have 2 kilometers of water left. That's fucking insane. Also, I what is it actually like to climb Mount Everest? Just random question, but like, okay, so it's like a whole journey, to get to the top, and like you got to take like oxygen tanks and all this stuff. But like I saw this thing about like it's basically like waiting in line at the top of the world, something like that. I didn't really get it. Does that mean that like like the journey is epic, but getting there is kind of boring? I don't know. I have questions about Mount Everest. I'm like, I want to see a documentary about that too. Okay. Iridescent murmuration. Let's read that first. The murmuration definition. I got this from Nat Geo. Murmuration isn't just a fun word to say, it's also an incredible natural phenomenon. Imagine yourself stood out in the countryside, perhaps by a reed bed, near the sea, on a large pier, or even on a tall hill in a city. Suddenly, you spot thousands of starlings, which are these little guys, all flying together in a whirling, ever changing pattern. The flock moves together as one, as smooth and fluid as running water. They fly as one huge mass that twists, turns, and changes direction at a moment's notice. That's what seeing a murmuration is like. And I have a video. Should we watch the video a little bit? Because it's fucking cool. And I feel like the imagery will really like. I mean, it's not that murmuration is a huge thing in this poetic short story, but still, I want to show y'all. My favorite poetry streamer. Oh my god, hi Jimmy. Look what I'm reading. Hi, how you doing? It's a popular enough climb. There are sometimes at least literal queues for the peak. Oh, okay, so that's what people were talking. I assumed it was that, but I wanted to know if there was like something else that I was missing. Okay, thank you. Thank you for answering my question. Okay, so the video of the murmuration. I should probably pause the music. Why is my Windows key not working? I feel like I locked it somehow, and I'm not sure how I did that. Okay. So these are the starlings. Murmurations are cool as fuck. Yes, I'm great. How are you? I'm doing very good. Yes, I have a lot of energy today, which means I'm probably gonna crash and burn later, but like it's fine. For now, we vibing. Oh, that's loud. Can y'all hear it? I don't know if it's picking up the video. I think I might have not set that up. Look at that. There's so many birds. Can't hear. Okay. In that case, I'll just go back to the music. But yeah, okay, so y'all get the idea. Murmuration, and the PDF is linked in the Discord if y'all want to finish watching that video at some point. Highly recommend. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it. Can't hear it. You'll have needed to set it up as a source. Oh, okay, they're so cool. Yes! They're amazing! Okay. Iridescent murmuration. Across a great divide, the starling fell in love with the hummingbird. This starling was special. They didn't possess the ability to follow orders, so try as they might, they failed to join in their species' murmuration. The hummingbird had a delicate heart. She flitted from flower to flower, trying to collect enough nectar to thrive, but she barely managed to survive. The Great Divide was made of endless strands of invisible wire that cut the wings of birds who tried to fly across. But the starling hatched a daring plan to find a workaround. They reached out to the moles, who dug holes that went for miles, so they never had to worry about silly aerial wires. The starling brought them shiny rocks in clay pots friends had made. Eventually, a hoard piled up that, if the moles ignored, would prove they were deranged. Days went by, new tunnels were relentlessly deployed. With every day, the worried birds grew comfortable with joy. Then came the day the work was done, they made a great escape. Within their grasp, 4 wings did flap, both did fly away. I'm quite proud of this one. Like, I feel like the imagery and everything, like it came out so good. And I have pictures. Okay, so this is a starling, a European starling specifically. And this is the winter coat of a starling. Doesn't it look like so cozy and comfy and fluffy? It's just, let's squeeze it. Okay, and then hummingbirds, of course. Fucking gorgeous. And I have a little picture of the mole, who are also just so cute and adorable. The plan is to someday turn this into a picture book. I'm literally learning watercolors just because in general I want to learn how to paint with watercolors, but like this is now like hella motivating for me to do that. I tried drawing a duck today. I succeeded in drawing the duck. I'm now like halfway through painting the duck, but like I'll post that to the Discord later. I'm quite proud of it. I have like a fantastic art teacher. Like she's amazing. Okay, I'll switch over to this while I set up the next submissions. Yeah. Oh my god. I've been going through like this weird transition for like a few weeks now, probably more than a few weeks at this point, where I don't really want to play video games as much anymore. I want to do more analog things. Like I'm playing more music. I'm still going on walks and stuff like that. And I've been reading again, like more seriously. And it feels really good. It's like a combination between adopting new habits and then also like getting back to my roots a little bit. But the brain is being kind of a bitch about it. Like, she kind of silly and she kind of just wants to do the same things that we always do. So, yeah, that's been like a thing to deal with. And the next submission we have is from. Wait. Voltarine said how they wanted to be addressed. I might have forgotten. Okay. Voltarine, and I will try to remember the name that they gave me. Submission. Okay. Just gonna copy the name. There we go. Okay. Wonderful. We are already ready to go. So, submission by Voltarine. In debt, men tell no tales. Or in debt men tell no tales. To see. Oh! Oh my god, thank you for the follow, Fig Newton. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying this stream. To see, I long to be 1,000 leagues from land, where life is raw and tyrant law can never reach its hand. To see, where all is free, and all me debts are gone, and all me dues are drowned in booze, and nothing's overdrawn. To see, me crew to me hearties, hark at last. It's time to go, yar har, heave ho, arise and raise the mast. To see, ye must agree, this life's its own reward, which is to say, I lost your pay. Don't throw me overboard. I wish I had like more of a piratey accent. Like maybe I can develop that over time. Shake my spear. Ahoy. Hi. Wait. Shake my spear. Volturine. Same person? Or am I misremembering that? Hello. If so, I am reading your submission. How you doing? Hello. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's the thing. So I was trying to. I knew I'd forgotten something. You know. I am intelligent, but also dumb. The memory is something that we're working on recovering. Literally just got here just in time. Hell yeah, that's kind of perfect. I love your poem, by the way. You have such a fun style when you write. It's giving like I want to say that it has like a certain whimsy that I remember from nursery rhymes growing up, and also pirates, which like fuck yes. Thank you. You're very welcome. Okay, let's do another one because it usually takes a couple for like the information to actually sink in. In debt men tell no tales. Is that a Pirates of the Caribbean reference? Or is Pirates of the Caribbean a reference to something else that I'm unaware of? To sea, I long to be 1,000 leagues from land, where life is raw and tyrant law can never reach its hand. To sea, where all is free, and all me debts are gone, and all me dues are drowned in booze, and nothing's overdrawn. To sea, me crew, to me, me hearties, hark at last. It's time to go, yar, har, heave ho, arise and raise the mast. To sea, ye must agree, this life's its own reward, which is to say, I've lost your pay. Don't throw me overboard. I love it. Yeah, yeah. I wish I had like a deeper type of feedback to give, but like it's just like vibes. Like it's fun to read, it's fun to say. It's making me want to learn how to talk like a pirate. How does one go about doing that? Because like the only thing that's coming to mind is just like watching Pirates of the Caribbean and copying Barbosa because I fucking love Barbosa. It's just a reference to the phrase "dead men tell no tales," which is a pirate saying. Ooh, okay, okay. I think that was one of the Pirates of the Caribbean titles too. Yeah, honestly, I kind of lost the plot a little bit with Pirates of the Caribbean after the third one. Like, I have seen the movies after that, but they didn't really like stick in the brain very well. So, y'all are phenomenal writers. What the fuck? Yes, literally. Like, and I'm so happy I get to read y'all's work, and y'all are sharing so much in the Discord. I get so happy whenever I see a little submission, whether it be like for a stream or like in the art and poetry channel. Like, yes, vibes. And it also makes me feel a lot better about sharing my poetry. I know it's literally my Discord, okay, but I still am very new to all this, and I sometimes get in my fucking head about like, oh my god, should I share this? Is this gonna be like annoying? Like, and like, what the fuck is that? But we're working through it. Given that piracy happened in most seas at one point or another, and the traditional pirates thought of often had crews from a lot of various places, a pirate accent is just an accent. Yeah, that's fair. I specifically mean like just having like a fun go to like is usually associated with pirates accent. Also, did y'all know that there was like a really cool like pirate queen at one point that like brought the Chinese government to its fucking heels? I gotta look her up later because like it was amazing to read her story and I want to read it again because it did not stick. Which is fine because that means I get to read it again and it's almost like reading it for the first time. Trying to see the silver linings of having a fried hippocampus. uh okay. I'm gonna prep the next one. Hi. Hello. My face got bigger. Was there a request for sea poems? Literally, it's like there's a lot of maritime ones, like one after the other. Hell yes. I don't know if I told y'all that I grew up on a boat, but I grew up on a boat, so I fucking love the maritime vibes. Have a good stream, Inky. Glad I could stop by a minute. Hell yeah, nice to see you, Ginny. We'll talk later, maybe. Have a good rest of your day. The shipmaker's rhyme. Ooh, and this one's a photo. Let's go ahead and open it in a browser and then put this in my other browser. Maybe I can load up like more than one. Oh, another one in an image. Well, yes, of course. There is a traditional pirate accent, which is a fun one, certainly. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give it a go like Avast ye land. No, it's coming out too posh. Fuck. Okay. I'll do that on my own time because it's a little embarrassing. Uh do we have any other images? Okay, the next one's written. So we'll put that into the document. Ooh, is this the first submission from the Sphere system? Let's fucking go. I've been reading y'all's work in the art and poetry section and like yes, like beautiful. I have this thing, okay, so like because I'm kind of new to poetry and stuff, like a lot of stuff goes over my head, but when I was reading y'all's poems, it like got to me on an emotional level like very very easily. Like I felt things and that's just that's like what I search for when I'm looking for poetry on my own time. So like big fan. Submission by Sphere System. I think I'm making these italic. Okay, so this one, and then back to the stream submissions. Okay, let's begin. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Also, I'm getting into that thing where like it's not that I rush through my streams, but I get really into it, and I need to eat my apple slices. So I will certainly take the compliment. Thank you very much. Fuck yeah. Someone who can take a compliment. Let's go. I'm working on it myself. Like, you know, like trying to get better at just like being like, yes, thank you. I am hot and amazing. Again, brainworm things. Mm. I'm dreading tonight because I may have to submit to the cult's wishes, at least for the evening. If the family tells me to go tonight, I may have no choice but to go. Oof, that's rough. Yeah. I've kind of like reached a point in my healing journey where like it's becoming incredibly uncomfortable to do things that I don't want to do. Like I do them, like you know, I'll deal with like bureaucratic government bullshit and stuff like that. Obviously, it's not to the degree of like a cult, but like stuff that activates the persistent drive for autonomy. And yeah, it's like the more I lean into doing things that I want, the harder those things become. Which, like, why did no one advertise that? Why did nobody warn that that was going to be like a side effect of healing? But yeah, no, I hope that if you have to go, that it's as chill as possible and you can get out fast. Okay, this submission I have already forgotten. And I forgot that my thingy is broken. Oh, but I can use the Alt tab. Okay, there we go. So this is a submission by Sorro, a newcomer to the Inky community who also writes poetry. I'm so excited that so many of y'all write. It's amazing. Okay, so submission by Sorro. Another bilingual person too. The Shipmaker's Rhyme. My boots searched for solid ground. The sharp crags whistled, the seas breathe. For the hermitage was cliffed above the town. It was an old shipmaker's hour of death. Listen to mine, an ancient rhyme of days and months at sea. Sorely I've thought and thought and thought to earn this wisdom, now freed. Love of the good is a simple task, but love of the great is no ease. They need not know how to build the raft, but be taught to long for the seas. Hell yeah. I love the way that that flows together. The Shipmaker's Rhyme. Is this rhyme as in like rhyming words with each other, or does this have like a different connotation that I'm not getting? But if you get more than a couple centuries old and can't take a compliment, you probably took a wrong turn. Oh my god, I want to see that. I want to see like a vampire that can't take a compliment and like what type of trauma that bitch has. Yeah, there's a reason we don't talk to any of our bios anymore. That's a mood. I mean, my family is just like my parents and me, really. Like the extended family doesn't really get any contact anymore. So like, yeah. Speaking of, I just spent 3 hours in the DMV, depth of motor vehicles for non-US people. Thank you. Just sitting around and waiting for my number to be called. Truly a metaphor for life. Oh my god, yes. I mean, okay, so like I have British heritage, and us British people, like, we're just fucking famous for being professional cuers. But like, I feel like it's okay. I was talking about this with a friend the other day. We're gonna get extra people. How it's kind of a sign of like a sick, overly bureaucratic society that things that we're forced to do are unpleasant to do. Like government websites being ugly and having a clunky interface that is very inaccessible for people who like need disability aids or have like dyslexia or just like of an older generation who didn't grow up with technology and like isn't very used to using stuff like that. Um, so yeah. I do hope it's not is not oh, it's as not terrible as possible. Hell yeah. Seconded the sentiment, yes. Seconding the I can speak English, I promise. Oh, I'll be able to slip away pretty easily. Fuck yeah. But I may have to show my face, and I'm not a very popular figure there right now. I mean, yeah, like you broke out of the cult. Like, yeah, that's like metal and amazing of you. But I can see how that could be problematic from like their perspective. Rhymes a kind of snow, I think, or frost. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I like that. Hang on, where does it mention rhyme in? I did not mention an ancient rhyme. Ooh, okay. Rhyme is an old-timey spelling of rhyme. For example, rhyme of the ancient mariner. Oh, but it is also frost, just not in this context. Okay, okay, okay. That's good to know. Let's read it again. The shipmaker's rhyme. My boots searched for solid ground. The sharp crags whistled the sea breeze. For the hermitage was cliffed above the town. It was an old shipmaker's hour of death. Listen to mine, an ancient rhyme of days and months at sea. Sorely I've thought and thought and thought to earn this wisdom, now freed. Love of the good is a simple task, but love of the great is no ease. They need not know how to build the raft, but be taught to long for the seas. I really like this. It's for me it's evoking some imagery of like an old guy at the top of a lighthouse overlooking the sea on a cliff, like, you know, like these giant waves just like crashing into the rocks and stuff, and like the sea spray going like everywhere. And this very, very dramatic, but like inside the vibe is like very cozy, and there's like a lamp between this guy and this other guy, and just, yeah. I really want to see like a painting of this vibe. It's really beautiful. Gotcha. I've played the Icewind Dale module for D&D. That's where I got it from. I have no idea what that is. I think Hearthstone also uses the word to mean frost, one or a couple of cards. Oh, I think I played some Hearthstone like forever ago, but I've played more Magic and what other card games have I played? I think that's it. Did I play more card games? I tried playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon when I was young, but everyone was like, "You're a girl, we're not gonna play with you." So I didn't really get into that. I have a lot of friends that are into Pokemon nowadays. I don't play, but they show me their cards, and it's really cool. Okay, well, thank you very much for the submission, Zorro. If you watch the VOD, hello from the VOD, and yeah, I hope you liked my uh, what do we call this? Performance? Reading? I don't fucking. Can y'all tell I'm new to the poetry community? Okay. Our next submission is from Sir D. So this one is called No Wings for Desire. No Wings for Desire. From the sky, burnt feathers fall down. Wonder why? For a lie. from someone who wished the crown and was met with frown. As he falls, his skin becomes red. As he rolls, fiery holes await him among the dead, who lived lives of dread. Horns and tails, a frightening look, and huge nails, he exhales. I was labeled as a crook. I shall blight their book. And since then, the devil roams free among men. From his den he plays tricks on us with glee by divine decree. But inside he misses heaven and his guide. Has he cried? Not if he adds more leaven when sinning. 7. Ooh. Okay, so Sir D has a way of writing which like makes me feel like a lot of it's going over my head. Like I have so many questions. Like why all the hyphens? Why the hyphens in these specific places? Is it just like something to build intensity? Or is there like a deeper meaning there? You know? Also I really like these feathers. They're very aesthetic. And also, is there any significance to like these two letters being like overlapping the letter on the bottom and like being red? I don't know. I tend to read in a lot like into creative choices made in like the visual presentation of poems. But in general, like the vibe that I'm getting is someone who is either like so wrought with emotion as they're like expressing this event or like telling this tale that the words are just kind of like falling out. Um if not that, then maybe there's like gaps in the memory, gaps in the information. But yeah, I like it. The last time Serdi made a submission that was kind of eerie, and this one is giving like a different feeling. This one's giving more, I don't know. I really like it. It's like ominous in like a sunshine way, if that makes any sense. The other one was like ominous and more like goth, like moonlight type stuff, you know? Um, I asked about the hyphens and he said it was to help him with the flow. I'm not sure how exactly. Ooh, okay, okay. Whoop whoop. Hey, stylish fan. Hello, hello. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Hiya, how's it going? Very good. I'm failing at eating the apples. I've had like a slice, so I'm gonna have another apple slice. But like very, very good. Yes, I'm having a good day. I had art class this morning. I read Iridescent Murmuration a while back, and I was saying how like I want to turn that into a short story, like a short book, and I want to do watercolor illustrations because I'm really into Beatrix Potter, and I love her work so much. So I'm going to art class and specifically learning how to do watercolors. So yeah, I'm gonna post a picture of that to the Discord later if I remember. I hope I do. Excuse me. Mm. Okay, I can stop talking for 10 seconds and chew on an apple slice. Hyphens might be helping with syllable count plus spacing, maybe also like subconsciously guiding where you put the emphasis. Mm. Okay, yeah, because I was definitely like adding, like shifting the emphasis based on where the hyphens are. I'm good. Hell yeah. I'm glad you are good. Okay, let's just give this another pass through, see if something else pops up emotionally or like whatever. No wings for desire. From the sky, burnt feathers fall down. Wonder why? For a lie from someone who wished the crown and was met with frown. Okay, should I be reading this more as like from someone who wished the crown because it's like a hyphen without spaces between it? Or I wonder if the spacing isn't there because of formatting stuff like visually. But I like that. Like this part, like from the sky, burnt feathers fall down. Wonder why. Like falling angels, angels losing their wings, maybe? Yeah. It's making me think of like a story where there's like a king or something that like became a ruler, and like the theoretical angels in this scenario had like a lot of hopes for this ruler, but he let them down to the point that they like not only cried but like lost feathers. As he falls, his skin becomes red as he rolls. What the fuck is rolls? I realized the first time and didn't look it up, but like I don't know what that word means. A definition. Roll. Okay, to howl or bawl. Mournful or distressed cry. Okay. That's what I was thinking. It was good to have that confirmed. His skin becomes red as he rolls. Fiery holes await him among the dead who lived lives of dread. It's giving rage. It's giving someone who is so enraged that he finds company with other enraged people. I believe it's the fall of Satan, who was originally an angel. Rawls equals balls. Thank you. Yeah. I know a tiny bit about Christian. Is it mythology? I wonder if it's mythology as well for like that type of thing. Um, but like yeah, Lucifer was, if I remember correctly, the most beloved angel of heaven, like God's favorite, but he spoke his mind and was kind of a free spirit, and that's why he got cast down into hell. But okay, this one thing that I was told a long time ago that I was kind of like, actually, you got a point, but I was kind of confused by is like, why, if the devil or Satan was like punished by God, would he then punish evildoers who are evil according to God? It's like, it doesn't make sense. Like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend? Horns and tails, a frightening look, and huge nails. He exhales. I was labeled as a crook. I shall blight their book. Okay, horns and tails. Now that I know that we're talking about Satan, that makes like so much more fucking sense. And since then, the devil roams free among men. From his den, he plays tricks on us with glee by divine decree. I kind of got stuck with like the whole like that it doesn't make any logical sense, like the way that the Satan just like functions in this mythology, because like I read about Greek mythology and I'm like, okay, people's actions and stuff, like it makes sense, like this guy fucked this guy's wife and then got angry, like yeah, okay, that makes sense, but like this is just, and like people have tried to explain it to me or justify it somehow by saying like that's just the way that it is, and like that's not enough for me, homie. Like I need actual like logical thought, although I guess that we're talking about fan fiction, so like um you don't want me started on God, I promise. I mean, if you're threatening me with an info dump and like a lot of information to like nurture this brain, yes, I do. If it would cause you any type of distress to get into that, then no, I don't. Is that an apple? Yes. Knowledge. We support apples on this stream, unless you're just talking about me eating an apple, in which case I will take the reminder. Yeah. Mm. Hang on, I got a text from my mom. Mm, 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 mm. Um. Okay. I have work to do later. Okay, we're on the last one. But inside, he misses heaven and his guide. Has he cried? Not if he adds more leaven when sinning. 7. I like that. Okay, so I feel like the poem is building up Satan as like, like this guy, this like evil guy. It's like, I mean, not that the poem's calling him evil, but like, he's perceived as like the big bad. But then this last part, like, he misses heaven and his guide. Has he cried? Like showing empathy for this symbol of rebellion, for this guy that's like a symbol for like all the Satanists and stuff. Like, I like that. It's like a shift in perspective that I really appreciate. Yeah. Faith doesn't need logic. That's kind of the point, I believe. Although I am far from a believer or faithful, to be fair, I doubt many religions would welcome a vampire. I mean, that's fair. Although there is Satanism, and there's like both the political and the spiritual kind. So, like, I don't fucking. Yeah, I don't know a lot about organized religion, but I have started studying something recently, which is I might fuck up the name. Vedanta. I think it's called Vedanta. It's Hinduism, basically. And so far, everything that I've heard and read is it's literally built on logic, which is really cool because it's not like this is a religion to follow. It's like it's well, at least what I'm like the specific thing that I'm reading because it's like a massive thing. Um, it's very much like this is the logical thought process as to why this makes sense, and I'm like, bet that's all you fucking had to say. So yeah, it's really interesting. Um anyway, thank you for the submission, Sir D. Hello again from the VOD. Let us go ahead and read. Can I zoom this in? Yes, I can. Cool. The first submission by Sphere. Okay, I already have it zoomed in. Cool. Okay. Submission by Sphere System. Flight. To soar through the skies, see the forest spread out below, rivers wending between the hills. To soar through the skies, freedom unmatched, the greatest joy imaginable. To soar through the skies, changing realities in a lash, chained to the ground. In a shared body, partial freedom, finally realized, new people to meet. In a shared body, learning a new world, new joys, and old pains. In a shared body, new freedoms gained, old freedoms lost. Back to my body, back to the skies. I'll return to share later. Oh, I love that. Okay, I love the fact that you're talking about flying because this has kind of been like on my mind as like a metaphor and a vibe since I started learning to sing Leaving London by Finn, which is like a fucking banger of a song. And I have a video on TikTok if y'all want to listen to me sing. I think I sing pretty well, even though I just started learning. Um, but yeah, okay. It's really interesting because like, okay, when y'all joined the Discord and talked about like being a system and stuff, I'm like, oh my God, I have so many questions. And like, I'm so honored to be able to read a poem that's like kind of about that experience. So first of all, thank you for sharing. Um, I really like it because it's giving like yes, there's like hopefulness, grief. There's also like this sense of like acceptance, but like missing the way that things used to be. It's kind of melancholy, but I really like it. Yes. Let's read it again. Flight. To soar through the skies, see the forests spread out below, rivers wending between the hills. I fucking love the word wending. To soar through the skies, freedom unmatched, the greatest joy imaginable. To soar through the skies, changing realities in a lash chained to the ground. I love the line changing realities in a lash specifically because it makes me think about like blinking, like blink and it's gone. In a shared body, partial freedom finally realized, new people to meet. Hi. In a shared body, learning a new world, new joys, and old pains. In a shared body, new freedoms gained, old freedoms lost. Back to my body, back to the skies. I'll return to share later. Fuck yeah, vibes. Vibes. I get to change my name and gender on Monday. Let's fucking go, stylish fail. The bureaucratic government bullshit will reflect reality. What is wrong with my speech patterns today? Uh, hell yeah. Flight is a great metaphor, but also most of us can fly internally, so not a metaphor at all. Oh my god, really? That's fucking cool. Hell yeah. Name change is good. Yes. Suppose so. It's always interesting seeing what's interesting to people. Like flight feels so mundane, but then also, yeah, of course, human bodies can't do it. So yeah, I guess it would be interesting. Yeah, not just interesting, homie. Like this is fucking jealous. Like what the fuck? Like I've the closest I've gotten to that is like a few experiences in dreams where it feels like I'm flying. And then there's like that, gut wrenching, like waking up and falling out of your bed and your face planting into the fucking floor. Like yeah, I don't know why those dreams tend to lead to rude awakenings, but like yeah. The red tape is so annoying. Oh my god, yes. Oh, I'm actually like in the process of doing like some government bullshit. Like I think I have to like renovate my passport. I fucking hate government forms. I hate government forms. Um well, it's not common to see it as mundane. Yeah, that's a very unique perspective. In that sense, an interesting perspective. Yeah. But like that's really cool to like share that. So this is like that okay, it shifts my perspective on the poem completely because it's less speaking of flying as a metaphor and more just like describing it. And then this becomes a poem about um poetic meaning through expressing mundane things, which is actually one of my favorite kinds of poems. Like I've talked about this before on stream. Like there was this one poem about a lady that was like describing what it's like to be in her kitchen and with her partner and stuff. And I was like, I really vibed with that. So yeah. And like most people will read this poem and maybe be like, it's a metaphor, and like it's not. It's like that's that's really cool. And it's giving me a whole new perspective of like don't judge a book by its cover, like don't take poetry at face value, but like in a whole new way. Like a whole new world. That does make sense. I'll have to pay for all new documents. Oh my god. That's awful. I don't understand that. Like okay, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me why, like, as a taxpayer, you would have to pay more money for the government to give you documents that you have to operate in society. It's not making sense. Poetry as communication. Yes. I changed my sex to X on my new ID. Just had to wait 3 hours. Oh my god. We're all just fucking fed up with the bureaucracy today. I'll probably change my legal name in the future, but changing the sex marker is way easier. Hell yeah. Oh my god, congratulations. Let's fucking go. I want to change my gender on my documents, but I'm a little hesitant too, just because okay, so Argentina has an option to change your gender to like X, gender neutral, non-binary. But then it's really hard to get into countries that don't recognize that as a gender, and I'm just like mm. So like I don't really know what I'm gonna do there, but like okay. Let's go back over here and see if we have any more submissions. Hi. What up? It's been so long. uh yes, we have another one from Shake My Spear, and we have one from Stylish Fail, another by Sir D, another one by Stylish. Oh my god, we have so many submissions. Fuck yes. I'm so glad I went live today. Yeah, it quite literally puts an X over my head with the current administration, but I'm in a left-leaning state. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Um, yeah, it's kind of like it's weird vibes, right? Like I don't know, when I'm talking to my family and the state of the world and politics like comes up, it's so strange because a lot of people are talking about the world in terms of like business as usual, and I'm just like constantly thinking on the assaults on our rights as a community, and I'm like a little bit like it feels weird to like be aware of that happening and have that like not be a topic of conversation. And when I try to bring it up as a topic of conversation, I'm considered like annoying, and it's like, okay, but I feel like this is really fucking important and it has like historical weight, you know? Like, but yeah. So like being able to talk with y'all, it feels like a relief from that, from the day-to-day bullshit. Hmm. Nourishment and water, very important. Yes, I agree. I just read in the Discord stuff. Okay, so we are going to copy in Shake My Spears submission next. I'm doing so good. Look at me eating on stream. Such a boss. Okay. Um, hang on. Can I just copy the? Why is the Windows button being broken is so fucking annoying. There we go. Okay, so this one is bold. And this one is not italic. Okay, I'll put the next submission on the next page. So many queer people are talking about their exit plans. It's scary everywhere. Yeah, yeah, it really is. And like I want to say that I feel comfortable in Argentina, but like with the current administration and just like certain protests and how people have like been fucked up with those protests, it's really scary. Okay, this next one is an image. So we're gonna open that in this browser and then go to the other browser. Wonderful. Oh, this is the pickled fish poem. Fuck yes. Canada seems nicer. It will be as long as the US doesn't invade it. The fact that that is actually a possibility, like what is even happening? And like, you know, some people are like, "Oh, this is going to happen. This is going to happen." I'm like, "Do we really know what's going to happen?" Cuz I know that there's historical precedent for a lot of it, but I also feel like we haven't really seen a lot of the stuff that we're seeing right now before. Open in browser. Okay, this one's 4 images, which is not a problem. It's just going to take me a second to set this up. Uh, 51st state. That's some fucking bullshit. Yeah, let's hope it's just ramblings because it would be disastrous. Well, I don't think the Canadian people would stand for that shit, like in a million years. Not that I know that much about Canada, but I've met like a handful of Canadians, and yeah, it's given like they would never let that happen type vibes. I also have a Google Docs link. I mean, either one works. Like I can make the image work if you're cool with it. Um, yeah, it's completely absurd, and yet it is a possibility. An infinitesimally small one, but still a possibility nonetheless. Yeah, that's the thing that feels so batshit about being alive right now. 'Cause like we're living through one of the greatest periods of human history as far as like widespread accessibility in terms of information. There's also like a fuck ton of oppression going on and just like systems that routinely exploit people where we have like the longest work weeks in human history. There's just like all this bullshit. And then now we have AI and now quantum computing is now on the table. Like it's so many different factors. It's like I think it's impossible to know how it's going to play out entirely. You know, like we are living in the sci-fi future. What the fuck? And I just want to like read books and chill and go to the forest. Like I was born into the wrong century. I just wanted to keep formatting. Oh yeah, then please go ahead and send me the Google Docs. Just can you DM it to me? Because I have like my Discord scrolled to a specific section for the submissions. I should just set up the rest of them though, like while we're talking. Yeah, if we had room or money, we'd be happy to help people across the pond, but also like Turf Island isn't much better. Like better, sure. Like we've had one bad interaction out and about most of the people do not care at all or are supportive, but also the government hates trans people. Yeah, I mean Turf Island is right. I mean the major export at least in Argentina, like when Argentinian people think of the UK, it's like JK Rowling. So like yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, a friend of mine tried to go from UK to the US. Really? That's kind of wild given the current political climate. Yeah, unfortunately there aren't any governments that are super supportive of trans people. I mean, I guess it's not super wild because like okay, like the US is not a monolith. There's like a lot of different states and some are very progressive compared to like the UK, I suppose. So like yeah. Yeah, unfortunately there aren't any governments that are super supportive of trans people. Yeah. I mean, is that true? That's kind of depressing. Like not a single one. She is trans. I'm kind of glad she's not in the US though. That it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah. And that's kind of what it feels like right now. Like I feel like at least in the specific area I'm in of Argentina, it's like if you don't fuck with people, they don't fuck with you, but it's not like people are very supportive of your rights either. It's just yeah. I'm in Canada. I've never seen the country so united. Fuck yeah. Hopefully the left takes it away this election cycle. Also, for reference, Canada absolutely won't stand for any attacks on its sovereignty. Hell yes. Hell yes. Let's fucking go. DM'd you on Discord. Amazing. Thank you. Let me go ahead and open that. Copy the link. Come back over here. Put it into the second slot. You need access. Okay. Give me access, please. I requested access. Please give access. Why is the left so meek all over the world? At least the politicians. I honestly don't know. Like I'm not like super politically informed. Like I have a vague idea of what's going on. I am pretty close-minded about my open-minded values, and yeah, that's like where I'm at. Um, but I have hope, you know? Like, I am both aware that the situation is kind of fucked, but I gotta keep hope, because, like, otherwise it's just too fucking depressing. Thank you for the access. Um, so yeah. I think, okay, what helps me personally, but I highly recommend this, is keeping in mind that though the world might be genuinely, like, fucked, it is valid to feel that way in the context of being a minority that the world, not the world, but like a certain portion of the world wants to see suffer, any amount of peace, joy, and rest that you can achieve is an act of rebellion against those motherfuckers. So, yeah. It's like, yes, be as active and informed and like out there in the streets as you want to be and as you can be, but I think that the most important thing any minority can do is like take care of ourselves and try to live as happy, peaceful, and joyful of a life as we fucking can. And also our health. Our health fucking matters. So that's like the thing that I've been trying to keep in mind. Like politics is not something that is like it's important to me, but it's like something that I do. It's like a practice. I don't take ownership of that. I don't internalize that. I don't find my self worth in that because I feel like that's just gonna fuck up my mental health. So, yeah, that's that. Yeah. You should have full access now. Thank you. I have a BA in political sciences. What's a BA? A bachillerato? Bachelor's? Is that what that is in English? That is gathering dust. Yeah, but you have that. You did that. You graduated. That's fucking cool. I googled which countries are most supportive of trans people based on people's opinions, not the government's policies, and it goes Spain, Sweden, Argentina. Let's fucking go. Argentina mentioned. Let's fucking go. Well, I will report back on that once I move to a bigger city because I feel like my town is not really like very representative of like general countrywide sentiment. But I'm moving to a big city, so like yeah, I'll have more of an idea then. The camaraderie between marginalized people is really nice. Yes, yes, absolutely. That's like, okay. So, like, yes, is it kind of fucked to be in, like, you know, normal spaces? Like, sure, sometimes. Um, but being able to meet another person, like another trans person, and be like, homie, you, me, what's the same? It's like hugs, support. You know where to get a good haircut. It's just like immediate bonding. And I love that I have access to that. Truly left politicians aren't meek. They just don't have money to run a campaign or any support from businesses, etc. Yeah, true. Like it's not very profitable to be like on the right side of history, apparently. Capitalism is reaching a crisis. There isn't easy growth anymore, so it's time to make an attack and out group to shield those with money. Yup. I agree with that assessment. Almost like the system has the seed of its own destruction. Yeah, I read about that a while back, like something about the fall of an empire or something like that. Oh, I met another trans poet on the train the other day. Made me so happy. That's so cool, Stylish Fail. How did that come up in conversation, if I may ask? Like, how did y'all just start being like, yo, trans poetry? Like, when did that come up? Like, um, the left it isn't though. The left is vocal and loud everywhere. What we're seeing isn't the left, it's capitalist bastards that have ceded to the right time and time again. Capitalism would never support politicians that work against their own interests, so they prop up their stooges as the left. Yeah. Yeah. Like there's definitely a lot of people that are like leftists, but like they're on a payroll. And I'm like, what? Mm. Like I'm not really like a very deep political theory person, but I think that there's a lot of wisdom in like following the money. I tried to find which countries have the best trans healthcare policies, and it's pretty slim pickings. Seems like Malta, Spain, Canada, and Iceland. Fuck yeah, Iceland's cool. Like, I want to go look at their volcano sometime and like bake bread at the base of one. That seems like a vibe. Yeah, but not in politics. Being on the right side of history has never been profitable. It's just always been right. Yeah. I would really like to see, okay, this is like idealistic bullshit and it's extra, you've been warned. But I would really like to see more of a focus on different metrics in the future. Like fuck the profits, like as far as like our fake money goes. But more in terms of like health, happiness, and fulfillment of the general population. Like can we just start measuring shit by like how much art is being produced, how good the infrastructure is, how walkable the cities are. Like I've heard like bits and pieces of this type of stuff like all over the place, but like I would like to see like a plan of how that would be enacted, you know? They were reading poetry. Oh fuck yeah. We clocked each other, so we sat next to each other. That's so nice. It's so sweet. Exchanged emails. Hell yeah, you made a connection. She was nice. I love those encounters. Fuck yeah. That's really nice. I'm hoping, I'm praying, and I think it's very likely because like I mean look at me. Like am I not giving gay? Like I feel like I have enough necklaces to give gay. Like come on. To have like encounters like that once I move to the north. Like ah, I'm excited. There's more gay people up there. One day I'd like to live in uninteresting times. Yes, please give me a boring world where I can just like do my little job, make my little art, go out and frolic, go on picnics. Like, come on. I was made for the gay fantasy. I was not made to like go to war. Like, fuck that. um no, in politics too. They just don't have institutional support. The second progressives are able to get even an iota of power, you see progressive legislation pass. Fuck yeah. One day I'd like. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Imagine being boring. The goddamn dream. Just like the queer community is yelling in unison. We just want to be one more bitch. We just want to be one more bitch. I think we're agreeing. Yeah. Morality is inherently anti profit, so yeah, the right side of history puts you in making less money camp by default. Yeah, but I gotta have hope that that can change, you know? Because again, historically, yeah, you're right. But we have the internet now. We have the internet. So, like, we have, we don't, we're not doing that, but like, we have the possibility of just like connecting people that want a thing to the person making the thing, and then we just cut out the middleman, and then it's like, it might be profitable. Well, no, I don't know. I must have misread. I'm walking home. Hell yeah. Uh, oh no, I think we were just coming at it from different angles. Was there a disagreement? Because I fucking missed that. Also, am I writing my first little poem? I'll never tell. Allie, joining the poetry army. Let's fucking go! Yeah. Maybe we'll start writing. Well, I guess I kind of am writing stories a little bit. Yeah, I didn't. I'm just thinking of myself as like the same thing, like an unserious poet. But I guess that's technically a story. Oh my god, are we like cross pollinating right now? Is that what cross pollinating is? I'm just yeah. It is supposedly a Chinese curse. You hope someone lives in interesting times. Oh, ah! Thank you for redeeming the hydrates. I will obey. Yeah, see this is my water bottle. Yeah. Okay, okay. I'm gonna stretch, but like, how do I stretch? Because like when I stretch when I'm on like call with someone, I just do this shit. Like, should I like get up? Mm, that is kind of nice. I have entirely too many points. That's good. That means you're in here like all the time. That sounds horrifying. Yeah. Yeah, it's the type of thing that's like, oh, that doesn't sound like a bad thing. And then you think about it for a second. It's like, wait, what the fuck? Take it back. Take it back, please. Please, no. No. I think like slightly interesting would be best. Like, landing moon style stuff is cool and good, but potential collapse of capitalism, like, not good. Yeah, yeah, no, like I agree. Like, I want to live in a time where people are just doing like cool things with the technology that we have available to us, you know? Just, I don't know, like stupid shit. I can't think of anything right now, but like whimsy, please. Like large scale battles, but it's Nerf battles, not actual battles. Okay. One of the best things about like healing from like my 5 years of chronic stomach pain is that like I can actually like bend and shit. Like I'm gonna start doing yoga again. Okay. Have I sufficiently stretched to satisfy your redeem? I'll have to look up like actual stretches. Once I start doing yoga again, like I'll have more of an idea of like what the fuck. Yeah. Okay, I'm almost done organizing this. I just copied this one, put it into the stream submissions. Oh my god, that actually felt kind of. Ooh, I feel better now. Yeah. Feel free to make notes in the doc, by the way. Okay, for sure. I learned how to do that because I was reading Allie's Nerderine's story the other day, and I wrote an unhinged amount of notes. Stylish fail. Make this bold. I'm gonna put this in quotes so I know that you said it. Beautiful. Oh my god. The blood moon is rising starting today, and like, oh my god. It hurts. Homies, it hurts. Ow. Go to the end here. Wait, why does it not? Why is nothing working? And this is another submission back. Oh! Oh my god, thank you for the cheer! That's so nice. Thank you. Oh, okay, this one has a fuck ton of formula. Okay, so this is bold. This is italic. Can I just leave the stars? Nah, it's lazy of me. I won't leave the stars. It's okay. I'll get rid of them. I'll get rid of them. Do this one. Do this one. Oh my god, I'm excited to read this one because it's about Aurora, my favorite singer, my favorite fucking singer. Love some unhinged notes. Oh my god, I'm glad that you like them. It's not that I was like super insecure about it. I was like vaguely insecure about it. Okay. Let's see what we have after this one. Okay, there we go. That's the last submission. They are all locked and loaded. That was so bisexual of me. Okay, so we're doing this one, and then Goner, and then the images, and then back to the note. I can remember. I can remember basic instructions. Maybe. Okay. Welcome back. We're back on our poetry bullshit. Yeah. Okay. So this first submission, or 6th, 7th of the stream, I've lost track, is by Shake My Spear. or Voltairine, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. Life is not a resource. I'd rather live my life than give it up for someone who would never think to do the same for me or you. I'd rather take than nobly make a sacrifice for those to whom our money goes, the not so average Joes. I'd rather love than look above and pray I might beguile from one a single smile while marching single file. I'd rather have it all than have it all complacently for some authority as if it cares for me. This is so poignant to like the conversation we've been having in chat, which is fucking perfect. So like yes, I agree with the sentiment. I resonate with the sentiment. You are doing the proverbial like preaching to the choir and like here for it. Let's read it again. Life is not a resource. I'd rather live my life than give it up for someone who would never think to do the same for me or you. I'd rather take than nobly make a sacrifice for those to whom our money goes, the not so average Joes. I'd rather love than look above and pray I might beguile from one a single smile while marching single file. I'd rather have it all than have it all complacently for some authority, as if it cares for me. I love this. And like it speaks to the very real and dystopian fucking bullshit that like life is literally considered a resource. Like, okay, am I talking about childhood trauma and conditioning? Okay, probably. Who gives a fuck? Like I've always struggled with this, like, and like I've violently disagreed with the whole like identifying with your job, who are you, like, you know, butcher, baker, candlestick maker, but it's like a accountant, lawyer, or like doctor, or just not worth bringing up because you're just inferior to those three categories. It's just like it's kind of fucked up. um, and like I know this, you know this, but it constantly like boggles my mind how that's just like not common sense or just like common sentiment among people. Like I have so many people in my life that are just like, you know, like working is so important, like working is good for you. Like I do believe that there is value in labor, there is value in like practicing a trade and having skills, like absolutely. um but this idea that if you don't do that, you don't have value is so fucked up, especially in the context of like, you know, the disabled community and stuff. Like, no. And I would much prefer for there to be more value given to how healthy and happy and fulfilled someone is in life and like whether or not they're making art. And I know that that's probably idealistic of me or like whatever, but like I truly do believe in that as like a part of my values. Well, it's a large part of your day. And it's okay to be proud of what you do. But that's different from seeking status. Yes. Okay, that's so well put, Stylish Veil. Because like yeah, it's not that it's inherently wrong to be like I'm an artisan and like I'm proud of that. Like no, that's not what I'm talking about. It's like it's this, if you don't do this, you don't have value as a human being. And signaling to other people like I'm better than you because I do this. Like, I'm better than that guy because I do this. That's the thing that really fucks with me. And also this whole idea that someone could be so much better than you that they have like authority over your decisions and what you do in life is so fucked up because like equality kind of a very big deal for me. I do not dream of work. Like, yeah, I'm happy to put labor into improving the world, but needing to spend 40 hours a week on questionable benefit to humanity to survive sucks. Absolutely. Because that's it, isn't it? It's like, what is the actual value being produced? Like, there are a lot of jobs that provide a fuck ton of value to the world. There's are a lot of jobs that are necessary for like our society to function and for people to survive and make it through the day. There's a lot of jobs that like move us forward. There's also a lot that just don't. And I'm kind of bothered by the fact that it's more polemico, more like problematic or whatever. Like it ruffles feathers to like question the need for certain jobs or whether we could shift them into something that's like better for the world. Um than to be like, "Oh my god, my job is so good because like I make this much money." Like, yeah. In Germany, it is was pretty common to refer to someone by their job if it was a high status job. Like, "Hello, Mr. Doctor," or "Thank you, Mr. Priest." That's interesting. I do want to do some paid work, but I can barely do 20 hours due to my autism. That's a mood. Yeah, like I haven't integrated completely back into the workforce since I unmasked my autism completely. And I'm very anxious about that. I'm gonna try upping my thing to 20 hours and then see how it goes. Cuz like right now I'm just doing like freelance stuff, like enough to get by and it's like it. But like fuck. I'm so anxious. Stylish fail, I'm praying for us. I hope we do good and that the spoons hold out. So that's why the exchange student was calling the teacher Miss Teacher. It made me laugh every time, bro. Oh my god, hi Artemis, welcome first time chatter to the stream. Okay, so that's like it's like there's a very common thing in Germany. Hell yeah. Unmasking is a bitch, but it's worth it. Yes. I feel so much better. Honestly, okay, I thought that unmasking completely would fuck with my acquaintanceships and like friendships with a lot of distance. You know, like we're not super close, but we are technically friends. It's done the opposite, actually. People are like, bitch, you're weird. I moving on, and like it's just not nearly as dramatic as I thought it was gonna be. So yeah, that's been the best part of unmasking, honestly. I studied law and realized a couple years into it that I could never live a life doing this. I wanted to write. I wanted to be creative. I'm not in a place where writing can be a full time thing for me, but god damn it, I'll fight tooth and nail to get myself there. Ali! Yes. I fuck with this sentiment so hard. I'm in the same place. Like I'll beg, borrow, steal, not literally, but like I'll do whatever. Like I'll do the waitressing thing. I'll do a tech job. I don't fucking care. Like I'll do whatever the fuck I need to do to make sure that one day art is all that I do. And it sucks that it's gonna be hard for you and for me. And it's like it's like a journey. You know, like life is a highway. But I don't really want to ride it all night long. Okay, like I do. Like I want to live. I want to be alive. But like you know what I mean. Like it's. But like we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, and we're gonna be great, and we're gonna be amazing, and we're gonna be successful. And like yeah, yeah. We'd love to have the option of 20 hours, but if we do, then rent doesn't get paid. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That fucking sucks. Thanks for the welcome, Inky. You're very welcome. Right now I'm with my parents. Housing shortage. Oh, same. Like there's a housing crisis in my town. Like I also live with my parents until like halfway through the year when I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go take on the world. Take on a big city. I'm like excited and also very fearful. But I get benefits for housing. Oh, that's good. Yeah, a lot of surnames come from that. For example, Butcher, Baker, Smith, Fisher, Cooper. Fisher is a surname because that's kind of cute. I burned out at my last few jobs, so looking for something less demanding and sustainable. Hell yeah. I also burned out. I had like a tech job for 4 years where some days I was working 16-hour days and I thought that was normal. Uh, and yeah, I was good at it, but it was at the sacrifice of my mental and physical health, and I'm still, you know, suffering the consequences of that shit. I burned it. Oh, sorry. King. Yes. Hail. Wait, do you say hail to kings? Yes. Yeah, well, bios aren't an option. So we do 40 hours because we don't have a safety net. The net we were given wasn't a safety net, but a barbed net. That's yeah. I'm sorry you're dealing with that. That is so poetically said though. I'm regularly over thousands or 10,000. A thousandth in the queue for an apartment. Oof. Brutal. Oi, Steven. Steven? Stephen King. Yeah, bio stuff can often be that way. I moved continents and still haven't truly escaped. Yeah, I'm really sorry that y'all are dealing with that. I definitely had like some rough times with my family, but like I'm very grateful and aware of the privilege of the fact that like I fuck with them now and like we have a somewhat functional situation, which is really nice. We're gonna do the next poem. Yeah. How do I make notes again? Comment. Okay, there we go. I figured it out again. I went to Prague on a 2 weeks notice. Ooh! Like you had 2 weeks to organize and like get out? I was like, fuck, that's rough. Okay. I'm gonna have to deal with that soon. Okay. To Goner? Wait, is it not called Goner? Okay, we're gonna begin. Submission by Stylish Belle. Goner. Swaddled in this woozy world, I wish I'd always stay. So far from form and feel, diaphanous rag unraveling. Afloat, away, adrift, a pickled fish, drowning down the wine dark depth. In 3 big breaths I fled. From here, how haste him to wander in a fictive land, so safe in my oblivion, no thing can take me in. I can't feel quite alive today. A wooden world has wrapped me in its soft cocoon. Silky strands envelop, hiding all away. Soft, feel safe, like landing with no fall, for who could blame an addled brain far too gone to stay? Yet from all these worlds away I miss mortal mundanity. Fairyland has no wonders, and kings can give no boon. Like a daily job done well, I have yet to meet the deity, or djinn, or magic ring, who could fill my soul with gleaming love, like doing what I must. So trudge I to whence I came, to imperfect little things. Returning takes much longer, but only rocky roads get me home. I almost missed that last line, I'll be completely honest. I saw it at the last fucking minute. um, oh, Sphere, you're going home? Home. You're going to bed? Okay, night night. Thank you for the lurk. Okay, I like it. I'll be totally honest. A lot of that went over my head, but we're gonna read it again. But like vibes, I really like the word choice. I fucking love pickled fish. And yeah, first impression, it's making me think of like the experience of coming out from like a long period of being like disconnected from reality and how that's like nice, but also kind of violent. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but that's like my initial impression. But we are going to read it again. I will catch up with chat real quick though. Ba-da-ba-ba. On a trip or to escape. Nope, move there for a shitty job. Ooh, oh my god. I've been there. Yeah, well, we're surviving and got away enough to start healing. Fuck yes. But it does still mean working more than is healthy for us. But hey, overwork is much better than the alternative. That's so real. And that's like a situation that so many of us get stuck in for like an exorbitant amount of time. And I think that it's incredibly brave. I mean, you might be lurking by now, but like if you can hear me or if you see the VOD, I think it's incredibly brave of you to be going through the healing process while still in that situation. Because like honestly, a lot of people don't have the fucking guts to do that. Incredibly hard work. So like, hats off. I don't have a hat, but if I had it, I have an umbrella. Okay. Um, wanted to get away. Lasted a year. Gooner? What? That's goner, homie. Oops, typed in the doc by accident. Oh, you're fine. Okay, going to leave the stream and lurk. Okay, bye-bye, Sphere. A good night, Male. Hola, Male. ¿Cómo estás, mi amor? Hola. Stylish fail always has good word choice. Yes, 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 yes. It's so good. It's a little intense for my baby brain. Okay, we're gonna read it again. Gonna. Swaddled in this woozy. Hang on, this music is kind of too upbeat. Let me just. I love it, but like not enough for this poem. What is this like? Okay, this works better. Okay, gonna. Swaddled in this woozy world, I wish I'd always stay. So far from form and feel, diaphanous rag unraveling, afloat away adrift a pickled fish, drowning down the wine dark depth. I mean, this is giving like intoxication. I'm here for it. What the fuck is diaphanous? Excuse me. I feel like I'd have a much worse time. What do you mean? I'm not a robot, bro. Like, fuck off. Like, God damn it. Fuck off. Oh my god, fuck off. It's not a bicycle, it's a motorcycle. Okay, thank you. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, I'd have a much worse time streaming if I wasn't comfortable being like, bitch, I don't know what this is. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what this says. And like, I am comfortable saying that shit. So like, yeah. Anyway, diaphanous, light, delicate, and translucent. Okay, what's the context? Okay, cool. That makes sense. A white, delicate, translucent rag. Very cool. Oli, ¿todo bien? ¿Y vos? ¿Todo tranqui? Acá, Rage Against the Machine, the computer machine. I've totally not done anything at all. What do you mean, Ali? Me alegro que te haya gustado mi mental breakdown. Okay. In 3 big breaths I fled. From here, how haste him to wander in a fictive land. So safe in my oblivion, no thing can take me in. Yeah, like I've been in this state. I can't feel quite alive today. A woolen world has wrapped me in its soft cocoon. Silky strands envelop, hiding all away. Okay, I love the metaphor cocoon. I have like identified with this metaphor myself personally. Okay, did you know autistic moment. Just roll with it. Did you know that caterpillars don't like go into a cocoon and then just like grow wings and come out a butterfly? No, 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 no. In the cocoon, the caterpillar dissolves completely into goo. And then there's like these cells that have like the blueprints of how to turn into a butterfly, and those don't dissolve. But like everything else dissolves. And then out of the goo, the butterfly grows and then breaks out of the cocoon. Like, that's fucking cool. So like I love the use of just the word cocoon, the metaphor cocoon. But for a while, like my status on a messaging app was the goo, and that is what I meant. And I know nobody fucking got it because no one's gonna read the goo and think about caterpillars dissolving in a cocoon and then turning into a butterfly. But like I knew, and that was enough. Okay, anyway, I'm so normal. I'm so chill. I'm so chill. I swear. Soft feels safe, like landing with no fall, for who could blame an addled brain, far too gone to stay? Yet from all these worlds away, I miss mortal mundanity. Fairyland has no wonders, and kings can give no boon like a daily job done well. Oh, we were just talking about jobs, too. This is so the poems are so poignant. I have yet to meet the deity, or djinn, or magic ring, who could fill my soul with gleaming love, like doing what I must. So trudge I to whence I came, to imperfect little things. Returning takes much longer, but only rocky roads get me home. I fucking love the ending. Like, not only is it like baby and little, but like, only rocky roads get me home. I identify with this. There's a song called On Your Side Forever. I think that's what it is. I might be getting that wrong. But there's a verse, a lyric, that's I know I'm doing it the hard way, but I kind of believe in the hard way, and I relate to that so much because, like, yeah, I don't do shit the easy way. I don't know how. I'm trying to learn how, but like, if I gotta get shit done, I'm getting it done however I have to, and it's usually like fucking dumb, but effective. That's me, dumb and effective. Yeah. Uh, I'll keep my explanation intention for after. I got you, got you. I like that thing you didn't post in the submissions channel. Uh, have y'all like shared it with each other? Because like I'm jealous. Ooh, a new word I'll probably never use. That's a mood. That's the point of poetry. They gulp. Yes, they gulp. I've done nothing. But they keep their memories. They keep their memories? Really? The goo remembers what it was like to not be goo. Why? I need someone to write a poem about this, please. Please, somebody write a poem about the goo. I mean, if you don't, I probably will, but like, I have like, okay, I have over 200 ideas for poems. Okay, I have like over 147 written poems and like over 200 that I have to write. Oh, I have to write. I want to write, and like, it's so much, okay? It's so much fucking fun. I'm getting kind of lost in it, and I just started doing visual art. And now I'm starting to take note of like all my ideas for visual art. Help! um, Thank you for announcing. That's what I love about poetry in English, actually. Miley, you like poetry? My god, you just got cooler. Like, Miley. I already like you. Okay? Like, stop it. The goop remembers. Yes. Oh, I'm putting that. I'm putting that in the quotes. Can I put that? Can I copy this? Where is my Discord? A Discordia. Isn't that a Rihanna song? Or is that no? It's Disturbia. Yeah, it's been a while. The group remembers. And then we just do a little like a little hyphen. Is it a hyphen? A dash, not a hyphen. What is a hyphen? There we go. It's immortalized forever. You can never escape the words that you have spilled on Inky's stream. Okay. I just immediately flashbang myself. Okay. Thank you for the submission, Stylish Fail. Next up, we have a submission by Sir D, but I have to check my messages real quick in case it is urgent. It is urgent. Oh shit, it's from my mom. I hope it's not urgent. It doesn't seem to be urgent. Okay, let me just... hi, I'm still alive. Send me a text message if this is urgent. If it's not urgent, I'm going to continue. The goop remembers should be put on a shirt. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna pin this just so that there's a chance that I'll remember. Uh, yeah. So, yeah. What with a mysterious cocoon? Yes, a Disturbia. It's like the darkness is light. What? Is that like what the word means? Like, so yeah, it was about smoking. It feels nice and safe, but keeps you from here and now, keeps you from doing things you want to achieve. It's something that really helpful for me, but I've struggled with the balance. That's a vibe, honestly. Like, yeah, been there. Let me just check the message. Can I search a place for tomorrow? Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, homies. Let me just go ahead and actually, I'm gonna start doing something. I'm gonna start pinning the next thing that I'm going to read on stream. Because unfortunately, I have to go do the thing where like I make money. So, yeah. I'm so sorry. But like capitalism is taking me away from y'all. So, if you want to support the stream and you know hasten my exit from capitalism and into like doing this full time, I have a Ko-fi. I'll be releasing a book soon. Anybody watching the stream right now or like the VOD later, Keep this in mind. The links will be available. Anyway, thank you so much for popping by. Thank you for your wonderful submissions. Thank you for the vibes. Thank you for the conversation. Honestly, like, Blood Moon Rising, this was amazing distraction. I had a great fucking time. I hope y'all had a great fucking time. Boo, capitalism. Yeah, I know. I would totally keep going otherwise. Okay, good luck. Good luck to you too. Thanks for the stream. You're very welcome. Suerte en la pala. Gracias. No quiero la pala. Ya me cansé. Pero bueno, se hace lo que hay que hacer. Okay, anyway. Stay safe. Have a great rest of your day. I will pick a vibey tune, do like the outro of the stream real quick. Let me just see. What have I been listening to today? Oh my god. Okay, it's like a 9-minute song though, so like no, we're not gonna do that. It's in the music channel though. If you want to listen to Youngblood's latest song, it's a fucking vibe. But instead of that, ooh, okay, there's one song I've been really fucking with the past couple days. It's been kind of like my stim song. So did the lights just flicker? That's not scary at all. So we're gonna do that. Anyway, stay safe. Love y'all. And we'll talk soon. Bye.